Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today, like the title says, there are two different sets that I'm going to be building today on the live stream. But before I get into that, I did say on the last live stream that I was going to show you guys the thing I was working on. That is going to be the episode for Friday. Tomorrow is a collection video, and Friday's episode is going to be a custom build. And I forgot to show you guys. I just straight up forgot. I said I was going to show you guys. So anyways, this is just a very quick look at what I was doing this weekend. So some of you guys might be able to recognize what this thing is. Sorry if it's a bit overexposed. This front light is always a little bit sensitive, but this is what I was working on for a long time. I'm going to see if I can get LEGO Ideas to somehow accept this as an idea set, even though I know they won't. But anyways, that's what I was working on. And now let's get into this build. So it's two small builds, two small Ninjago builds. I'm in the middle of doing a lot of Ninjago collection stuff. In fact, the video for tomorrow is going to be a Ninjago collection video. One of the main characters is going to be the subject for tomorrow's episode. But anyways, there's some stuff that's been happening this week. Let me just very quickly get into what these sets are, all the basic information, and start a build. And then I got other stuff that I want to talk to you guys about during the actual stream. Anyways, this is the very first one. It is Attack of the Vermillion Attack. Okay, it's called the Vermillion Attack. It's basically your basic one. This is the smallest of the new Ninjago wave. Set number 70621. It is rated for ages 6 to 14, and it originally sold for, let's see, I have the initial information down here. It originally sold for $10 in the States, €10 or £9 for 83 pieces. I mean, a small set like this, it's pretty much not going to get cheaper than $10 for LEGO. So I suppose it's all right. Slightly under the board in terms of actual part-to-price ratio standards, but okay nonetheless. It's got Kai, it's got a Vermillion bad dude, and a little builds that looks like we got an egg full of snakes. This is also, okay, it's a junior set, but it's a Ninjago junior set, so I counted it as a Ninjago set nonetheless. Snake Showdown. So we've got a motorcycle with a snake print on the front, which I kind of like. And this snake minifigure is definitely better than the other guy we got from the previous junior set a couple days ago. I believe there's also Kai in here as well. And yeah, and he's got actually a okay build. I mean, if you think of it as like a go-kart or something, I think it's a decent build. But anyways, I'm going to start with the Vermillion Attack. This one down here. Oh, whoa. Okay, there we go. And let's get this thing open. I switched it away from here. All right, so, Jack, what is your favorite LEGO Star Wars minifig? Singular minifig, actual single favorite Star Wars guy? That's a good question. There's a lot of great Star Wars minifigs out there. Could be Max Rebo, the blue guy that plays the keyboard at Jabba's Palace. Or, actually, I kind of like Ayla Sakura, the Twi'lek Jedi, the blue Twi'lek Jedi. We're getting a new version of her in the new wave of sets in the Turbo Tank. Not Turbo Tank, that Clone Wars, that Clone Trooper tank. I can't remember the name of it. So we're getting an updated version of her, but I like the original one pretty well. I'm sure the new version is going to be just like better in terms of detailing, but not nearly as collectible. There's a lot of good Star Wars figs out there. Can't tell you which one would be my favorite. My favorites aren't ever like the chrome guys or like the super rare collectible dudes. I usually just like the kind of weird ones, or trying to think. There's probably a couple. Ooh, okay, here we go. Whoa, did we get 3 minifigs in this? I thought we only got 2. What? Oh no, we got 3. Oh cool, we got 2 Vermillion guys. That's cool. That's something I was not expecting, so that's actually pretty cool. Nice. 3 minifigs. Actually, yeah, now I say that this is a good part to price ratio. I was expecting it to be the 2, but it is not just the 2. Oops, I put his head on too quickly. We also get a time blade in this set. Jack, who is your favorite LEGO Ninjago fig? Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the Energy figs, you know, when we got like Energy J and Energy Zane. They're just kind of like crazy color wacky dudes. But realistically, I mean, the bad guys have always taken the cake for me. I really liked the skeleton theme. The skeleton theme was awesome. Those guys were really, really cool. I know I was looking at them for when I wanted to do like a mock Army of Darkness, Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness mock. Those were like the best guys to choose from for that kind of build. These Vermillion guys are pretty cool. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think both these leg pieces are the same. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter which torso I put this on. But this guy without a lot of armor detailing on his body. I'll show you close up what these guys look like. He's the one that gets the cool armor piece. One of my favorite armor pieces, actually, is right here. And then they have, I think they've got the same face. Yeah, they do. They've got the same baddie face. Different helmets, though. I prefer this helmet also without the trans red snakes. This is like the helmet. And then they also have the same, I think it's the same mold. No, it's a different mold. And also the snakes are trans red. They kind of glow. And I don't think that looks as good. Anyways. Got this guy, this dude. He also comes with a more simplified spear too. Once again, I like the kind of like slightly more down to reality thing. So he's got a metal weapon, whereas this guy has trans snakes sticking out of his head, and he also has a build with these kind of glowing. It's almost like a glowing hammer kind of thing. Not quite a hammer, because it's made of these curved cheese wedge pieces, the angled cheese wedge pieces. So. Actually, I think this is a little bit better than a hammer, or it looks like it's more dangerous at least. So yeah, it's this kind of spiked out hammer here. Okay, so have you guys seen the news this morning? Would you pick up any new license theme? What would it be? If you could pick a new license theme, what would it be? New license, as in something LEGO has never done before. Obviously Rick and Morty, but I'm assuming you mean a new license theme that LEGO would actually choose, like realistically choose, because they would never ever choose Rick and Morty. It goes against their sort of core principles as a group. I don't know. That's a great one. I'm trying to think. Like, I think Transformers could do super well in LEGO if they could get really cool builds, like get cool transforming mechs and stuff like that. Or we could even bring it on down to like the offshoots, like Beast Wars. We could get like Beast Wars, but in LEGO form. That would be great. But I don't know. I mean, realistically, a license, I'd probably just choose like a really fun sort of movie theme or movie license or something. Series of movies that we could have or would have maybe gotten at one point. or another that would be like appropriate but like still fun to have. Trying to think right now. What would be a good movie theme? Oh, wait, hold on. You're distracting me. Have you guys seen the news? I checked it. I only saw it on the Brick Fan, but he did mention that there's an article on brickset.com and that the original source came from, I think, Blocks Magazine, who wrote the original article. But it's still a rumor. This is a rumor, but they are rumoring that Nexo Knights is going to get canceled. That is a rumor. Rumor. 100% rumor. Okay? And as far as rumors go, Alan Tran from the Brick Fan, I trust what he says. He said that in terms of like, because they report on rumors a lot for the LEGO news channels and stuff, the websites and everything. You're always hearing rumors, and he's saying that this is a little bit more rumory than some of the other stuff. You know, usually when we say something like, oh, there's going to be Ultimate Collector Series Snowspeeder, like that was initially a rumor, but that obviously turned out to be true. In fact, at the end of this month, we're going to be getting it. So he says, you know, usually when there's a rumor that they're really, really confident about, then they'll post about it. And this one that came from Blocks is a little bit on the sort of like, it's definitely more conjecture now. But nonetheless, rumor, Nexo Knights may be canceled. And as far as I go, I read the article. I read it really quick. I was like speed reading it as this whatchamacallit. I was speed reading it as the timer was coming down for this live stream. I was like, I wanted to know as much about it. And he was saying, or the article was saying, based on what was written for the Blocks magazine, that there's a chance that even the sets that they showed off that are going to be released for the next wave, like even those ones might not come out, or they'll come out for a very short time and have like a super short shelf life, and then very quickly like go out of production, and then they won't have another theme. So some were saying that like we might not get it at all, or we'll only get it for a short period of time for the new sets. So who knows? I mean, I kind of like Nexo Knights and Ninjago like about the same. I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, because Ninjago's been around long enough for me to look at a theme, and sometimes I'll look at a Ninjago theme and just be like, yep, not interested at all. Whereas like Nexo Knights has only been around for a short period of time, and I kind of liked the themes so far that they were making. So I almost like them a little bit more. They're just kind of new. Anyways, so that's the rumor. And I still just want to say over and over and over, there's no official confirmation that Nexo Knights is going to actually be canceled. This is just a rumor. Rumor. Okay, cool. Glad we established that. But interesting though. I didn't think that, you know, there's also a rumor that we reported on a while ago that that Dimensions is going to get canceled, and that one feels a lot more real, by the way. I still say that, okay, if one of them isn't going to get canceled, I would say that Nexo Knights still has a higher chance of surviving than Dimensions, because Dimensions is very much so going to be on its way out. Most people are saying, still technically a rumor, but that one feels a little bit more confident in terms of all the sources people were talking about, and the different kinds of people that were saying that it was probably going to happen. So, anyways, yeah. What do you guys think about that? I can see some of you guys were like, yeah, it's going to get canceled. But if you had to cancel one LEGO theme, oh, that's mean. That's from Ronaldinho. Ooh, if I had the choice to cancel somebody's theme. Now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's themes I straight up never pay attention to, ever, for any reason. So... but it's not like because I think it's bad, or it's because, or you know, it's just things that I just have no interest in. It's like I don't get the Elves sets. I have no interest. I don't get the Friends sets. Most of the time, I almost never have an interest. Junior sets, obviously, unless now we're like I have a junior set because we're doing a series of collections. So like yeah, there's tons of themes I never touch, but not because I don't think they should exist. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say like I don't think a theme should be around, because I don't. You know, there's a difference between you being like I don't like it, so no one should have it. But I don't know. I don't know if there's any themes that I think choosing themes that should exist. Actually, wait a second. If there is a theme that I think probably could use some improvement or seemed a little bit flawed, I suppose. I think there is a little bit to be said about the oh, interesting. Okay. There is a little bit to be said about the Friends sets that, not Friends sets, the DC Superhero Girls line I heard is doing pretty poorly. And it was sort of this marketing thing where they're like, okay, like people like DC and they like superheroes and stuff, and there's this show, and they think things are going to be good. But I heard that the DC Superhero Girls line was doing like really, really bad. Like that's what I heard, that it wasn't doing, that it wasn't selling that well. So I don't know. And I think in theory it's because they thought people were going to be more interested in it than they actually were. So, I mean, I just thought, I was like, man, they could have done the DC Superheroes Girls line in the regular doll figs. And I feel like a lot more boys would want to get the line instead of like, you know, because not a lot of boys want to get the sets that have the mini doll figs. I know we didn't really want to. Like, I got the one Batgirl set because I kind of liked the build for her Batjet. But other than that, boom. By the way, I was just talking, and we just finished the first set. So, anyways, I'll go back to conjecture and all this stuff in a little bit because I'm going to do this first set review, and then I'm going to build the second set right after this. Here we go. This is called the Vermillion Attack. I think that's just the basic name of it, and this has a single play function. I haven't actually set it off yet, so let's see if I actually built it correctly, but this is the trigger, this is the activator, and here is our snake egg, our Vermillion egg. And I'm pretty sure if you just twist this thing up, yep, shoots the top right off. We've got two different, these are the Technic cross pieces, and they're kind of, they have the flat heads or whatever, so it keeps them in place in the bottom, and it keeps them in place in the top. And we come with, by the way, we come with 3 extra snakes, so you could really fill this egg up. It says to only put 2 inside, but the set does come with 5. Now, they don't really launch out. See, can it actually close with all 5 in there? I think it can. You just have to be, oh, wait a second. I should probably push this. Yeah, you kind of have to push the cross piece back down. There's a little bit of tension that kind of keeps it from just naturally falling. Okay, I think I just got all the snakes in there. So let's see if this thing closes back up properly. Oh, just barely. Maybe, I think it might have to do with my snakes. Okay. Well, we got it back on with 5 snakes, and then there's a lot of tension in here. And you just flip it, and you got snakes. Okay, so that's the play function. I think it works okay. Other than that, it's pretty basic. It looks like this can attach on. Maybe if there's bigger builds to other sets, this might be able to attach onto other things. I'm not entirely sure, because we have these handle pieces that I feel like that would be their only function. The build for the tree area base is fine. In and of itself, it's all fine. And this is one of the time blades. It's green. It means, I think it's got a certain power when it's green. Might as well zoom in a little bit, show you guys what these minifigs look like. And I believe we're dealing with Kai. So here's Kai. Like this hair piece. I like this hair piece. Somebody actually did a custom build of our Lego studio, and they made a sig fig for me, and they used this hair piece for me. And I was like, that's kind of funny. So maybe this is, it is a very animated, it's so like anime, you know, you've got like, it kind of comes up in the front, and then it comes down on the side, you know, like this guy needs a lot of styling gel. Anyways, okay, sorry, we've seen this hair piece before. Let me just, I'm pushing it back. We can show off Kai's face, because that's the only thing that's really covered up here. He doesn't come with any extra armor piece for this set. And there he is. He looks kind of beat up. He's got some scars and stuff. Not happy. No expression on the back of his head. This is what the back of him looks like. Decent enough. I think this is a pretty decent enough Kai. Let me put the bandana back on him. These are like one of my least favorite pieces because it's so hard to keep centered as you're pushing the head down. The bandana always wants to kind of like slide around. Okay, so there's Kai. Doesn't come with anything special, but you can give him the time blade if you want. So he's got himself a time blade. And this is just a closer look at that time blade. Dual molded piece, like all of them. Copper highlight in the center with the trans bright green. Look how it gets so bright towards the end. And it's still translucent towards the back, but not so bright. So it almost looks like, I don't think this is a different color. It's just what it looks like when it's not next to the copper. It gets a lot lighter. Okay, boom. And then this is our first Vermillion guy. I don't think he's got a name. I don't think they named him. Usually on the box if there's a name. Yeah, I don't think there's a name. He's just a Vermillion baddie. Okay, there we go. This is the one I like more, by the way. So this armor detailing, it's always the best. This is probably some of my favorite sets of armor. Both for the shoulder and the helmet. I just think it looks great. They match up so well too. There's no space. There's no space at any point between the helmet and the actual armor. And it looks good and it's ornate. It's not horns. They're in the shape of snakes. So it's kind of, it plays off of sort of your expectations of like an old school bad guy helmet, but instead they're snakes. It just looks good. And this is the guy's, and then I also like that the neck is so high too. It kind of covers the detailing on the face. There's two different expressions, by the way. But I don't know, it just looks good. It feels very armor-esque, like actually protecting your figure as opposed to, whoa, his head just went flying. Hold on, that thing really shot off. Let me get this thing back on. There we go. Okay. It's got a spear, by the way, just a regular gunmetal spear. And then the detailing for these guys is always a little funny. You can see a red snake head sticking out of his side at one point, and then I think a couple of snakes or tails or something. And then his back, come on, buddy. There we go. And then his back, there's definitely at least one detail for another big snake. Lots of red, though. Like, his base color is red, and then there's a lot of printing that goes on to show his armor. And pretty decent all around. And then when you check out his other friend, hello, 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 focus, 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 there we go. You see a lot of snake tails in the front, so the detailing on the chest is different. The helmet is also different. The shape of the helmet is a little different, and the snakes are trans red. I still think it's kind of a decent helmet. I just don't think it's as cool as the other one. And then the back, this is the detailing. Just a different sort of shape for the snake. It's coming at a different angle. And the legs printing is exactly the same. Also, his weapon is this kind of angled trans red cheese wedge hammer piece. Decent enough. And also, by the way, I do say there are links to buy this set and the junior set. And this thing is on sale, I believe. I think it is normally, this is normally $10. But I think this is $8 now on Amazon. So it's a couple dollars off. I mean, if you don't have the Prime or whatever, then you're probably going to be paying the exact same amount. But just thought I'd point that out. I'm pretty sure it's like $7.99 on Amazon. I was setting up the links this morning. I was like, oh hey, this is one of the Amazon sale things. We also do. I link as many of the update Lego Amazon sales every Saturday in our news episodes. But anyway, okay, I'm not putting that thing back together. Okay, boom. So there is one set. That's number one. Now we are going to be building number two, number dos. This is called the Snake Showdown, ages 4 to 7, 92 pieces. And it's a juniors based set, but it is a Ninjago juniors set. So that means less crazy parts. There's actually more pieces in this than the last one. But its initial price, it originally sold for, let me check. It originally sold for $15 in the States and €15 or 13 pounds. So that's more expensive. I do know that this also has a discount. I believe it is selling for $12 on Amazon at the moment. So both of these sets are just a couple dollars off. It's not like some big sale. And they're also not like big enough sets to the point where they could really give some massive kind of discount. I'm going to zoom this back out because we kind of had it zoomed in to show you off some details. But now we're back into the build mode. So I'm going to zoom it back out again. And moving some stuff around. All right. Wow, look at that. Look at this car piece. I'm not used to building junior sets. I'm not used to seeing these giant Lego pieces you know, instead of you building up the framework yourself, they kind of make you, they just give you a big chunk. Oh yeah, another one of these plate pieces, smaller than the last one, but actually pretty much the exact same thing is what it is. You know, the single plate that kind of is raised up on one side. Anyways, let's move it out. There's 2 bags. Might as well show that out. And then this is our very, very creased manual, the single manual. So, boom, junior set. Let's get this thing open. Let's get this thing started. Did somebody say I'm farting? Did I just fart? So there's a flashback to that, what's that movie called? Basketball? It's like the creators of South Park did a couple of movies, like live action, like them as actual actors. And one of their early ones was Basketball. And I can't remember which creator, which guy it was, but they had this ongoing joke in the movie where he would say something really, really dumb. And it would be such a dumb thing that he said that all the people in the room would just make this face at him. Like, just they'd scrunch up their face and they'd look at him like, you know, what the heck? And he was so dumb that he didn't realize he said something dumb. And every time they would look at him after he said something stupid, he would just look around the room and go, "Did I just fart?" And that was like his thing. That was like his catchphrase for like the whole movie. "Did I just fart?" Sorry, I don't know why I brought that up. Somebody just asked me if I farted, so I was like, "Did I just fart?" Oh, wait. Jack, why isn't there any music? Oh, dang it. Is there no music? Hold on. The music sometimes, I can hear music. Did the settings change? Maybe the settings reset. Let me check this. Desktop audio. Oh, wait a second. Can you hear it now? Ah, that's so weird. How does that happen? Dude, I swear I never touched the settings on the, sorry about that. I was messing around with the things. The stream settings like to reset themselves or something. There was music yesterday, wasn't there? I remember I was talking to you guys about it. Nobody said whether or not there was music or not, but I mean, I straight up didn't touch our program, so I don't even know. Maybe it's the ghost in the office. Just kidding. There's no ghost in the office, but okay, well, I hope you can hear it now. Jack, what budget you have for Lego? Our budget for Lego is basically the revenue we get from this channel goes all back into our budget. So the more people watch, the more we get, you know, like the better we do as a channel in terms of views and all that stuff, then the more we have to spend on just creating more content. So it's this cyclical thing. That's why when we first started off, we had sort of like a lot of Lego sets, and it was kind of also just like a bit of time when we're like, all right, like let's get a bunch of stuff and sort of invest some time and money into actually starting the thing up in the garage. And then as the channel started, like, hey, wait a second, like everything we've made from this channel has gone straight back into just the channel. So like what's kind of weird is like in essence, like we haven't really made a lot of like any real like money from the channel. We have, but it all just turns into Lego. Like that's really what it turns into. It turns into Lego and renting out the studio for the Lego. So it's a self-perpetuating Lego world here that we've made. It's pretty much how we do it, how I like to describe it. So our budget is what the channel makes, which is different every month. And it's less because of all that weird YouTube controversy. Fortunately, our channel hasn't been hit as hard as some of the other guys, but it's like some channels are getting like pretty much destroyed by like the weird monetization problems that YouTube's been having. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with that. As content creators here, you know, we pay very close attention to whenever, you know, the Wall Street Journal writes a bad article about YouTube or a YouTuber, and then advertisers cut funding for certain channels. Fortunately, we're like, you know, we play with toys and we don't do anything controversial or, you know, non-advertiser friendly. So we don't get as affected as hard, but like just a lot of basic ads like just stop running on YouTube. And so YouTube lost a ton, creators lost a ton. That was pretty recent. I don't know if you guys pay attention to that Didn't really affect our channel as much. To be perfectly honest, we were not as affected. But it is still kind of a scary thing to just be like, oh, somebody can just write like a kind of a smear piece article, and then it affects all these people that try to make a living off of YouTube. It's just like, whew, pretty scary how volatile, you know, how crazy things can just change out of nowhere. I know a lot of big YouTubers. I know PewDiePie was affected by it. I know like a lot of the personalities, you know, Philip DeFranco said he's like way down, you know, and it has nothing to do with them necessarily. It really doesn't. It's just outside factors. Whoa, look at this piece. Look at this piece. Did they ever make a Jafar fig for Aladdin? I don't think they did. I don't know if they'd use this piece for him. They might. I wouldn't be surprised. If they should make a Jafar for the next collectible Disney minifig series, and they should give him that. Unless they've already made a Jafar fig and I just don't know about him. I do not know. Anyways, there is, I think, just bag one. Yep, we finished bag one. Well, that's crazy. There's not even any spare parts. Do junior sets not come with spare parts? Did I just... Iron Spider is a magician. What? Just lurking. Jack, are you adding more moderators soon? No. No, I am not. I think we've got, I don't know how many moderators we have, like 4 or 5? Maybe 3, 4. I can see 3 different moderator names right there. And the fact that I can see 3 different moderator posts, like, all within the same short span, then, yeah, we've got plenty of moderators. I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. I know, like, everybody, like, I understand there's a lot of people that watch that really like, you know, the content, and you guys, there's a lot of people out there that really care about making this like a good place for just regular, good old Lego discussion, which is exactly what we want here. But at the same time, it's like, if I gave moderator to everybody who'd want a moderator, the entire, like, probably like 90% of the entire feed would just be moderators posting to other moderators, which wouldn't really make sense, right? Right? I hope I'm making sense. So nothing personal against anybody else that like wants it. It's like the positions are full up. It's like trying to apply for a job where they're not offering a position for the job, if that makes any sense. Cool. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We are building up this area. Sorry, can you see that? I'm going to push all that out of the way. Okie dokie then. Ooh, I like this nougat. This is a good piece to have. These couple of little nougat pieces. I remember noticing that the last junior set, like, it was short in pieces, but came with some surprisingly sort of rare parts. Rare parts in some areas, and then extremely basic to the point where they could have tried a little bit harder to get stuff to match up. It almost feels like some of these rare pieces are pieces that, like, they just had spares of for like other, you know, they produced some other set that had this piece and they had a few extras, so they just decided to kind of throw it into this junior set. Maybe that's something that juniors does that's like really helpful for Lego, is because they don't have to care quite as much about how accurate something looks. Whenever their factories overproduce a certain type of piece, you know, for a set, that they can just kind of just throw their extras into a junior set and hope nobody notices. I have no idea if that's how it works. I'm just thinking, like, that's probably like a pretty easy way to get away with this stuff. Okay, boom. This jumps right into this area here. I thought this was going to be a separate piece, but it looks like it's all kind of attached. Wow, what else? Oh, cool. This is kind of a good little... Does it just sit in there like loose? Kind of. So I make 3 of these. So they just sit loosely. They kind of just wiggle around. I'm making some fire and some cones. It's kind of cool. I also noticed that, yeah, in the last junior set when I was building, they had just extra fire pieces. I think they just know that kids like playing with the fire piece because it's kind of a cool, it's shiny, it's red, it's fire, you know. So they just left, there's just 3 extra ones. In the last junior set, there's a bunch of extra fire pieces, where in a normal set, they don't give you those sort of extras. Oh, I see. The bags don't come with extra pieces because they don't give you any single stud parts. That's why. That actually kind of makes sense now. Yeah, junior sets don't come with extra regular build pieces because they don't have anything small. I don't know why I never noticed that before. Alright. Let's build our snake bike. Probably looking forward to this one the most. We have so many different motorcycles now in the studio. We have our cafe in our cafe corner, or it's not cafe corner. We've got like a coffee shop spot, and it is full of bikes. Like we've just got a huge parking lot full of probably like 10 different motorcycles parked there. And so this is kind of going to be one of the more funny, unique motorcycles to have, though. Just kind of sitting around in the shop, sitting around in the city. And this is definitely going in the city, by the way. Boom. It's rocket bike. Oh, I guess this isn't. I thought they had 3 spares. Just a single red spare this time. So here we go. I just finished the whole set, and I was kind of zoomed into the right point where just about everything fits onto the screen without me having to really change around the location of anything. So let's do the full set review. First off, here's our snake guy. I'm gonna zoom it in. Definitely could get bigger on the screen. Let's get it nice and close. Okay, where is this? Okay. So, boom. Look at that. That is good detailing. Not a unique fig, I do not think. We've definitely seen this snake guy before, but there we go. See, look, they did a whole thing. The back of his body is great. He's got some pouches there in the belt. You can see the back of the shoulder armor and the nougat arm that matches up with that printing. Great. You can see the spines and the detailing on his back. Good all around. That's a really cool print for the face. He's got kind of a single eye. He looks mean. He looks ready to get into some sort of terrible altercation. Pretty sweet bad guy. I like this guy. He's kind of goofy. You know what? He actually reminds me a lot of a Chima fig. Chima was all about this kind of sort of animal, half minifigure sort of deal. But anywho, this is this another Kai? Looks like we've got this guy. Check it. Yeah, this is definitely Kai. Another Kai. He's all red. Super red. I don't think the detailing on his body is unique. I think what might be unique about this Kai is the headpiece. They like to do this. They like to add that. It's the gold sort of tri-star thing on his head. I think that's what really makes this guy an exclusive fig, is the headpiece. Pretty decent all around, though. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too, he doesn't have any extra special armor pieces or a special weapon or anything like that. There is this scepter, and for some of you guys that maybe were following last year, yeah, so he's got this crazy scepter. It's crazy when he holds it up like this, but you can take it out of his hand, and the minifigure can hold it kind of here, which is much better. It looks much better. It's kind of more like a staff or a scepter here. And it really does remind me, I swear, this is like really close to what Jafar's staff was in Aladdin. Anyways, let's move on to Kai's car. Can we see the whole thing? Oh, nice, perfect. This is actually zoomed in to a pretty good point. So, this is the car, first of all, on his own. It's small enough to the point where it feels like it could be sort of like a go-kart. Or maybe it's the size of what a Caterham would look like in real life compared to a minifigure. So it's kind of mini. Or there's another collectible car that's kind of like a build-it-yourself from like the 1950s or 60s. I don't know. It reminds me of something that you'd see. That's actually a nice shape. That is actually, I mean, I don't care what you guys say in terms of it being super simple and kind of basic. That actually looks all right. It is built from that one big kind of chunk of a frame piece, which I know a lot of Lego builders would sort of frown upon using because it kind of takes away a lot of the sort of creativity out of it. But it looks good. I don't care. I actually think this thing looks all right. It looks like a big toy fun car, but look, that's a print. That's a print. That's not a sticker. It actually looks okay. And I personally love vehicles where you can just get a minifig and boom. You don't have to think about it. He's got plenty of space for his arms and stuff. You can lean him back if you want. You don't have to worry about it. He can ride with his sword or whatever, so he's fine. I think this is good. I think this is a decent vehicle, and I think this is fine. This is actually something. Don't hate me for saying this. Oh, that actually looks great. That's a really good snake head. But I feel like sticker detailing would have been fine here. I almost want it. I almost want something to be here. I know police sets always have like a number and like a little police badge or something that they like to throw onto the sides, or the Avengers bike, same mold has I think Black Widow's bike has some stickers there. I think actually this would benefit with the sticker on the side. But this is a junior set, doesn't have it, so we just have this print here in the front, but the print looks good. You can see the snake eyes, those like slitted pupils right in the middle. And I think the shape of this in the front also lends itself to a snake head really well. Doesn't it really kind of look like the head of a snake? I think that was cool. Good. I like the rocket boosters in the back. Simple, 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 but it looks good, good, good. So that is successful, and we are here. And I don't know if you've realized what this is a function for. I'm showing it off close. This is all a nice print. I like this. I like this. It'll match really well. We didn't get this kind of piece in the last junior set. We got this middle piece that had some similar kind of printing. So you could match up if you had both of these. You can make some sort of lava road piece or something. And then we've got these sloped pieces and 3 different loose rocky fire things. So you can kind of rock it back and forth and it looks like the flames are on. That actually looks great, doesn't it? I think that's great. Just like a little bit of rocking, and you can rest it there, and it looks like the fire is really flickering. This is normally where the scepter is being held. I put them into the other guy's hand, but normally, actually, I want to put it right there. So yeah, you can put the scepter there. But let me zoom out because obviously, I mean, I hope you guys can pick up on this, and if you haven't, that's no problem. But, we've got 2 vehicles. We've got the bike, we've got the car, and this is definitely a ramp. Now, this is such a small play piece. Let me just try to see if I can do it. I have a feeling the ramp is going to move. Whoa, that actually... Yeah, you couldn't see it on camera, but the bike actually didn't fall over. It still stayed up, standing upright. Okay, didn't make it over that time. Yeah, because especially with a heavier vehicle, what's going to end up happening is you're going to hit it, and this thing is going to want to push back on its own. Oh, it's kind of running into this little paper line. It's almost like a back piece, so it shouldn't. Okay. Well, it looks like just on its own, pushing the motorcycle, it's not really going to make it through that every time. Let's see if I can get the car through. All right, here we go. Yep, he fell. Oh, hey, it went way off. Oh, this thing wants to turn a lot. Okay. There we go. That worked pretty well. Boom! So, I think that's actually a really successful little play feature. It's a lot of fun. It's loose, but the fire is actually very well contained, and it stays upright pretty easily, and, takes no effort to really reset the whole thing. So, I say this is actually a pretty darn successful little set, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Obviously, it's for the younger builder. But I'm not actually disappointed with the detailing that we got for the minifigs. And I think the main thing that you're looking out for is this thing was originally selling for $15 at 92 pieces. That's expensive for a Lego set. That's really expensive. There's some specialty pieces in here, which is definitely the reason why. Right now it is $13 from the Amazon link in the description below because it is a few dollars off. Maybe it's 12, I don't know. I think it's 13. So it's just a couple dollars off, which still makes it even with the discount, it is still high, but not by some outrageous feature. I think the car looks all right. Of course, it all plays well. It's all very easy to put together. That's the whole darn point of these things. And yeah, so that's my take on the whole thing. So let me move this set in here. I'm going to actually zoom the camera out one more time just to recap what I showed you guys. This is the Vermillion attack set. So we've got, I'm going to move this over, move the mouse out of the way. We've got the Vermillion attack set here. And So let's move this, the bike, and the play feature. Boom, boom, boom. This is all one set, kind of in its own little realm. And then the second set, if this guy wants to stand up, okay. And then our second set, boom, boom, boom. We've got Kai, 2 Kais. Both of these sets were Kai sets. Oh, his armor piece and helmet piece I kind of took off earlier. But then we've got our Vermillion attack. This is within the regular Ninjago realm. This was $10 normally, $15 normally. Now this is $8 and $13 on Amazon. So they're slightly cheaper right now. By the way, a lot of Nexo Knight sets are on sale for Amazon. If you want to go searching through that. Some of them, not by a huge amount, but they are. I'd say they're both okay. They're fine. They're the small play sets. So I think they do their job well. And it's really about if you like the theme, if you like Nexo Knights, then these aren't going to disappoint you in terms of being your basics. So that is what I think about these 2 sets. And let me go back to, I believe, F3. Yeah, there we go. So that is it for this review. And I did show this off in the very beginning of the live stream, but I was promising it last live stream and then I didn't show it off. So anyways, this is going to be the episode for Friday. You guys get the first official look, the official sneak peek at my custom mock build. Hope you guys like it. I'm not telling you what it is. I mean, if you're familiar with the universe, then this should be a pretty recognizable build. I don't want to say that I built it really well, but I definitely built it well enough for, if you know what it is, you'll be able to recognize this. And if you look at it there, we've got our code, our dimension code written at the top. So, yeah, so I'm really stoked about getting that video together. I've been sort of working on doing some fun things, putting it together. And today I'm going to mess around with trying to get this onto Lego Ideas. I don't think they're going to accept it. I'm like 90% positive they're not going to accept it. I'm going to have to like make up a fake name for it and like hope that they don't realize that it's for a license that they absolutely would not ever approve. So anyways, that is it for this Lego live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Sorry if I couldn't answer everybody's questions. That's just the nature of live streams. And I think I've got a set for tomorrow. I do. I heard that, by the way, Collectible Minifigure Series 17 is showing up at Walmart's. I don't know. I don't think they're officially out in Lego stores yet, but other stores are starting to kind of like throw them out. I haven't done personal searching yet. These are just things that I saw on like, news feeds and stuff like that. So anyways, I might go searching for that today or tomorrow. Maybe do some, get that new series of collectible figs because some of them look pretty cool. But anyways, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and hope you guys tune in same time whenever I upload. Regular episodes 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and streams are 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the weekdays. Okay, cool. All right, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.